Hello, 18:51 on the clock in Q1, so not too late. Bit of drama at the start, just after the bounce. Woke up like an hour ago, actually. There you go. Hello Ben, how you doing? Welcome. Rare Sunday night game. Yeah, I know. There's one in round 24 as well, which is West Coast Hawthorn, the exact same time as this one. So the Giants lost. Flippin' heck. How are they losing to Gold Coast and Essendon, but they're beating Freo? I don't get it. First goal of the game for St Kilda. I'm hoping the Saints win, so we can kick Carlton out of finals. Hello, Mumla, welcome. Hello, T. Colin, welcome. I see Collingwood won by 19 points. Did West Coast play well? Seemed like an interesting game. How's things? Yeah, things are good, mate. I mean, I've got a blocked nose, but apart from that, things are good. This one will be spicy. Yeah, we've already had a couple tussles, a couple physical altercations. Go for Carlton. Goal apiece. How are we coping in the weather? Yeah, it's been hot. It's been hot. Nice days though. Country looks nice with sunshine. But yeah, it mainly gets bad at home because we don't have we don't have air conditioning. We do have it, but you got to spend a lot of money just to get it, and most of the air is cold, so it's just not worth the investment. So our homes are built to be warm because it's mostly cold. But apart from that, like when you go outside, yeah, it does get hot, but it's nice. To me, it's nice anyway. Always a great day for a picnic, or just a walk. Some nights are just a bit harder to sleep though. My window's been open for like 2 months now. I think it feels like 2 months anyway. I just open window, and just kept it open ever since. A lot of bugs like to come in. They're very friendly. You know, a lot of insects like to fly in here. Yeah, that's not an injury. That's good news. I really want the Saints to win this game. He got lucky there. Just sleep nude. Um, if I lived on my own, I might. The score is 6-7. Unbelievable. Here come the Blues. Okay. Nothing inside 50. Messed up the kick of it. Nice. It's been above 30 all over Europe. France had it the worst. France had upwards of 40. But yeah, it's gone down a bit last couple of days here, but I think next week will be 36. not far off mark of the year. Hit the ground hard there. Bro, every 2 minutes there's the same player getting hurt. Behind for the Saints. Goal for Carlton. If the Giants actually, didn't choke their game, and then if Saints won today, Carlton be 12th. Instead, if they win, which, well, given the start of the game for the Saints with the injuries they've now got, if the Blues win this, they'll be eight points ahead, 2 games left, and who they got after this? I assume they get at least one easy game. They normally get an easy fixture. They got Western Bulldogs. They'll beat the Western Bulldogs. And then Freo. Both at Marvel. They might be lucky when they play Freo, because by the time they play Freo, they'll be guaranteed first. Guaranteed first now anyway, but like mathematically. Liam Ryan's. Oh, for flips. What is. Bro! What is St Kilda? This is what the cross is on their logo, mate. It's the red cross sign. Flippin' egg. It's a hospital. What's going on? Here we go. Chance for the Blues to capitalise. No, he's missed. That's good. Might be a matter of time though. What is after for the Saints bringing 4 new players, playing as $2 million a year. They expand the finals to a top 10 and they still miss it by 2 games. Yeah, that's typical of St Kilda, that. Harry Mackay gets a mark. It's a little easy for the Saints. They've mainly lost attacking players. Still can't defend. This is surely too easy to miss, but you never know. There you go. Goal Mackay. This might be a slow burner. I think they might win comfortably in the end. They should let Port take him. Port want him? Why? Hello, Ethan. There's 0 chance he resigns next year. You never know, mate. You never know. Is that a free to Carlton? Yeah, it's a free to Carlton. Flippin' heck. It just restarted. Like, we just had the bounce. There's another Saints player limping. Flippin' heck. It's not good. Is it even worth, like, keeping him on? Like, he's just going to make his injury worse. Is he just not going to contest for anything? Then what's the point of him being on? Oh, they is that on the full? Don't know what that set shot was. Saints aren't playing finals, they lose. Yeah, yeah, true. But there's only so much he can do with his injury. Carlton just dominating. That was a good play there. They missed a shot, but that was a good play. I'd say the same thing to weather the storm, which they do, but when they can respond, have they got enough to do it? This honestly, right now, these last 10 minutes have felt like the Blues have been training. Like it's just like it just feels so easy right now. But it's only 14 points. You know, you can keep the margin down, and you never know. Staying survive for now. Okay, Liam Ryan could still come back on. He is. No, he's not. Okay, for a second I thought he was running on. He's running on the side of the field right now. This would pretty much lock finals, right? I know, like, mathematically it's technically possible, but this would pretty much lock finals if Carlton win. The positions would change around, but the top 10 would be the top 10. Disaster. If it was still top 8 imagine how feeling it would be. Yeah, I know, right? They somehow made the last 2 rounds less interesting than like the last 10 years or more. No goal for St Kilda. One of their few set shots in this quarter. They probably need to score more of them because it seems like they're getting less and less. Need some more efficiency there. If they can just not concede before quarter time, that would be nice. Almost a mark for the Blues. "37 seconds left. Will be the Melbourne or Cats versus the Dogs, and going to be Carlton. That would be very interesting. It's hard to trust the Dogs to beat anyone, but we'll see. Who the Dogs got last? Melbourne v Western Bulldogs, round 24, flipping heck. They've got a nice easy last 2 games, eh? My word. Excuse me. You thought North would be easy too, yeah. Yeah, we could get Melbourne v Dogs. Well, not 2 weeks in a row, but yeah. Actually, no, it would be actually. Yeah, it would be 2 weeks in a row. 7th to 10th, yeah. That was Mr. Katner. Ravinho is the Port Adelaide fan. No, I worked today, mate. Been working the last Thursday to Sunday. I've got 2 days off. I got Monday, Tuesday off. So gonna go to work today. Come back. Got 2 days off. Always fun to go to work on your birthday. Yeah. Last year was the same. My 30th birthday, I was at work as well. Don't worry, there won't be a half-time shower break because I'm getting a lift to work today, so I can just shower after the stream. I was kind of hoping for a classic game today, and it still could be. You know, it's still low scoring, but based on how the first quarter has gone, I'd be surprised if Carlton didn't win today, but we'll see. Yeah, the Suns winning is a big shock for sure, but it's too little too late for them. The fact that the Giants lost to Gold Coast and Essendon, but they beat Freo. I think they beat Geelong twice as well. Flippin' heck. Go Saints! Do we have a game on? Mr. Higgins. Thank you, sir. Let's get another one now. Seriously, 40 goals against Premiers in a quarter, yep. They also did that. Say it's causing some problems. Well, it's not even a behind. It's marked before the line. It to be a penalty. Flippin' heck. Flippin' heck. Liam Ryan, mate. First quarter, you are injured the whole quarter. Now you give it to be a penalties. Let's affect the game in a good way. Mark for the Blues, unfortunately. Go Carlton. I went to go and check the AFL score because I was just curious to know whether that was more competitive than this one. 6-4-40 to 9-12-66. Saints won that game. Sorry, no, Carlton won that game. Sorry, my bad. I read that right. I just thought, wait, it says to win that game. I just went to double check myself. It's a bad omen. I've already seen the Carlton win. How said is an AFL is computer rating the AFL for viewers. Yeah. Obviously, very hard to do that. They tried to do the double header thing, obviously, same stadium, same fixture. I think they're still doing that, right? I think that's happening next week as well, as far as I know. I think they're doing it. I don't know which teams they're doing it with, but they're doing it with a couple other teams. They played the AFL game before the men's game, I think. Just like a simple kick is a simple kick. It's a good interception, but my word. High tackle. Let's go, Higgins. Let's get a goal here. Go on, Higgins. It's a miss. Get rid of VFL rat nonsense. Should be A for reserves, then A for W, then AFL game. Every single time, the same venue, back to back all season. That's a lot of footy for one day. Be getting money's worth though. That's how you done it in the 90s. You had under 18s, then reserves, then the main game. Interesting, I didn't know that. How far do I think Hawthorn are going to get? Based on the Brisbane game, out in straight sets, mate. And that's if we make top 4. Yes, Ryan, there you go. Go Ryan. 6 points to margin. More of that from the Saints, please. More of that from the Saints. 2000 they got rid of the reserves. Can't make everyone play in the state leagues. Okay. I think we will either lose every finals game we play, or we will win a finals game and then we'll lose the next one. But then if we, yeah, no, that works. Also depends who we play. I don't think we'll. I'd rather, like, as it stands right now, if we make top 4, I'd rather go to the SCG than Optus. And I'm not talking about the stadiums themselves. I'm talking about the opponents. I don't want to play Frio away in week one. No, no thank you. I like to pass on that, please. It would be week 2 if we make top 4, actually, yeah. Not week 1. Go for the Blues! Straight away, flip's sake, man. I look at the top 10. Let's leave it at top 11 right now. Well, we can beat the Saints. We obviously beat Carlton recently, but obviously they're a good team. Went on a win streak this year earlier, so you know it'll be a tough game if we play them. But we can beat Carlton. We can beat the Bulldogs. We can beat Melbourne. We can beat Adelaide. I mean, not Melbourne. Any other team in that top 10, I'd be worried about in finals. I just hope we can beat Collingwood next week because we probably need that for top 4. It's not going to be easy. If we need to win to make top 4 against West Coast at Optus, that's going to be tough. Obviously they're down at the bottom, but they'll have no pressure on them to do anything really. Another injury, guys. If you lose to City, you can play Chong in the semi-final. Oh boy. The rematch from the prelim. Even in the 70s, the little league at half time was a league kids competition. Interesting. Mark for the Blues inside 50. So our potential route could be Sydney away, and if we lose, play Geelong if we win that 3-0 away, right? Now that's quite something. There we go, lock in Thomas Schoeninger's at retirement. Yeah, 1 win, 0 loss against Freo and prelims against Perth. Yeah, we had a guy called Rioli back then. He was quite good. Yeah, that was a good game, that one. What are your thoughts on that prelim meme number? Where are the other Freya fans, by the way? I remember Garage used to turn up all the time. It's like, to trash talk. Where's Doctor's Love? Is he busy having some KFC? What's going on? Think Hawthorn would make a prelim? Get them into both Freo Brisbane away? I mean, I'd say that's a pretty. If we make a prelim, I think we've done well. It's not progress because we made a prelim last year, but I just don't expect us to win the flag or even play the grand final. So prelim, I think we're pretty good. We'd do well to get there, I think. Then again, you know, if you make top 4, you just gotta win a one-off game to make a prelim. Maybe not impossible. You badly wanted what 3 West Coast Grand Final? You stacked a ton of cash on Hawks to win, paid a fortune. Of course you did. Always pouncing on the opportunities. Master McGee, the ultimate opportunist. Flipping it, Windows is going again. If Hawks played the grand final, if Hawks played the grand final last year, would I have kept my travel plans secret? I would have, yeah. It would have been harder to keep them, but I would have, yeah. I mean, I still would have made the video if Hawthorn lost, but yeah, that would have been heartbreaking, that one. Would have been hard to edit, that's for sure. Are they extending their lead, the Blues? Yes, they are. That's a good kick. Very good kick. You just love that reaction of you holding the camera at my face. Yeah, I know. I just felt I just had to do it because it was penalties. I just thought, yeah, screw it, I'll do it. You know, I didn't even realise that the game was on the screen behind me. It wasn't like a clear picture where you can like kind of see like partially what was going on as well. I didn't even realize that it was that well positioned because I wasn't really looking at my phone that much. I just thought to myself, if we actually win, then I gotta have it on camera, but we didn't win, so it's just like, for flip's sake. Everything happens for a reason. If I won, I never found a phone. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, the Saints aren't winning this, are they? Even at 20 points in the first half, it just feels like a long shot. If the Saints don't win, which they probably won't, I'm hoping it is Carlton Collingwood. I don't know if Carlton fans or Collingwood fans actually want that, but I do hope that's what the game is, because that would be a great start to the finals. It would be very anticlimactic if it was flipping, I don't know, Geelong, Carlton, Collingwood, Western Bulldogs. Yeah, they might be good games, but you know, another goal for Carlton. Good goal as well. Flipping heck. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but I don't know how many they got left on the bench. They're gonna get more. It's already 26. I think they'll be fine for another quarter as well. Even if the Saints have a good second half, I think Carlton just need a little bit more of a push. I just don't think the Saints have that many goals in them. You have money on Carlton to win this game? Damn it! I think you're gonna get your money. It's annoying because the Saints actually started pretty well. They look like they're going to give him a good game, but yeah. Oh, then the first injury happened and then it started going downhill from there. Don't forget €81 pledge for $87. Early $6 difference. It's up to you really. For me, I'd probably take that, to be honest. Even though I'm pretty sure Carlton will win. Depends how much you need $6 really. Free cost you a fortune. What are Freo's free losses? So this round, obviously, and then Giants and Geelong. Was it Geelong? I think it was Geelong. .119 left on the clock. That's a mark for the Blues. And it's a goal for the Blues. Maybe you can just hold out for 87, mate. It might go up from 81 at this point. They give it 86 cash out at half time. You're offering 84 now. Now it's down to 82. Maybe we should have taken the 84. $18 seconds to go. Goal for the Saints. Maybe a tiny lifeline. Who knows? There's only 4 seconds on the clock. Nothing else will happen. And there was a game against Melbourne last year where they scored with like 7 seconds left, but that's not happening. They haven't got Naz on the field either for that to happen. There is the siren for half time. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a comeback, but I guess you never know. Can't play for a punch, so he could have played a cutaway. I didn't see either, to be fair. Probably because they cut away. We've already had 2 minutes of the 20-minute break. The players aren't even off the field yet. Gonna be a long wait. Remember, a couple of days ago, halftime felt so long. I know we could finish 6th, then we'd be screwed. Alright, fair enough, T. Colin. Good night, mate. See you later. Thanks for watching. Who's the team I want to play? The teams I want to play the most out of the current top 10, Adelaide, Bulldogs and Carlton. Yeah, those are the 3 choices. Carlton Collingwood are trouble, yeah, but I'd rather play Carlton than Collingwood. Our record against Carlton is not too bad. To be fair, we don't have a bad record against Collingwood. We do tend to beat them almost every year, at least once, but still. Just saw a very random McDonald's advert. Have I seen a Nick Watson Wizard? I think I've seen a Nick Watson Wizard ad. I don't know if it's the one you're talking about, but I have seen one, yeah. Put it in Discord just in case. Cool. Oh yeah, I've seen that one, yeah. But I shall save it for later as well to watch it again. That's a nice ceremony there. I didn't see that pre-match. Probably because I started watching from the center bounce, from the first bounce. I'm glad they showed a replay of that. That looks nice. All for a good cause. There's a wizard's hat. I actually haven't got one. Got plenty of hats, not a wizard hat. Yeah, I don't have a wizard hat. I just don't have one. Still 10 minutes left. Gonna get some more water, I'll be back. Sorry about that. I didn't realise that 9 minutes went quick. So I went upstairs and there's pigeons in my balcony. I was just like, what's going on here? When are you going to start paying rent? Alright, here come the Saints maybe, straight away from the bounce in the second half. The set shot is wide. Brad, did you say is it at 40 years old? I googled his age. He's only flipping 2 years older than me. Liam Ryan went for one of his signature great marks. He didn't get it. And there's no goal for the Saints there. 23 points. Saints started quite brightly, but they're not hitting those high scores. I'm still in the room, I'll just be right back. Oh, mark for the Saints. So I went for the phone on charge. I didn't set any alarms last night. Took a risk there. Just realised that. That's why they've not been going off. Post. That's 3 shots for the Saints in the first 3 minutes of this half. All of them behinds. Oh, I literally forgot I turned the webcam off. I thought I turned it back on. Bit of fighting going on. What do you mean Ronaldo, Messi? I'm 31. Messi's like 37. What's going on? As if Harry Mackay's done that. How's Harry Mackay done that then? Flippin' egg. He's the last player on the field I'd expect to score a goal like that. What the flip? That was one of the best goals of the game. They didn't even show us a good angle either. The angle they showed us was horrid, but what a goal. Flippin' heck. Yeah, stop showing the replays of the build-up play. Show me the replays of the kick. Why was the angle not behind him, for flip's sake? That's the replay they show? That's the replay they show? Of all the replay angles they show that one. I can't believe it. Goal for the Saints. Is there a lifeline? We find out. Excuse me. Excuse me. Mackay again. That's a better angle. That's a good goal. Excuse me, jeez. Excuse me. But the Carlton player went from 81 to 83, and the computer realized it was Mackay and dropped back to 82. How about a free? You just won $87. You'll get it. You'll get it. Don't worry. Excuse me. The Saints aren't getting 5 unanswered goals. Higgins puts it wide. How many behinds do the Saints want to get this quarter? Yes. What happened to the Saints defense? I mean, they've not been very good all game, really, but yeah, it's only getting worse. But yeah, there's literally no one there for that mark. Like, he's got no man on him. The two Saints players that are in that area, they're marking someone else. Behind for the Blues. Keeping the Saints in the game. I think they think it's Ohio. Someone has USA state magnets. One of them is Tasmania. They think it's Ohio. That's funny. Higgins. It's another one wide. Nine behinds for the Saints. The Saints need 5 goals in the last quarter. They only got 5 goals the whole game so far. You can't say Why can't you say that in chat? That's weird. Can you say Amazon? Behind for Carlton. Flippin' heck. What the flip was that? Saints probably quite lucky, to be honest. Carlton have missed some easy ones. Just not as many as the Saints have. Oh no, here come the Blues again. Is that free to Carlton? Yeah, free kick to Carlton. Goal for the Blues. Shortly now it's game, set and match. There are obviously teams that can come back from this and teams that have come back from bigger deficits than this. But we're talking about St Kilda. We've not seen anything in this game to show they can actually do something. 85-15. There's still 3:51 left in this quarter. It felt like it was a lot less, to be honest. Last 10 goals, Saints have 3 of them. I'm surprised they even have 3, to be honest. So the last 10 goals, they have 3 of them, and they got 5 in the whole game. Right. There's only been 16 goals in the game as a whole. Another fumble from the Saints. Cripps gets the mark, and now Carlton are coming back. McGovern mark. Big mark. Saints had a bit of an error on the other side of the field, and suddenly there's a mark inside 50 for Carlton. This could be 40 points. This could be 40 points. Lewis Young. Oh, he's missed. What is going on? That's another 2 cents. 20 seconds to go. Blues look comfortable in possession. It's looking like 35 points 3/4 time, which I feel would be enough. Especially if the Blues get a couple goals in the last quarter, which I think they will, that will make it enough. There's a siren. Well, there you go. Ten wins and 12 for Carlton with this. Alright, time for the last quarter. Blue straight away. Flippin' heck, man. Mark straight away. Easy go. Play on, nice and simple. Done. It was the perfect start for the Blues, just completely smothering any chance of the Saints doing something. Higgins, what on earth was that? Flippin'. Oh, they're still on 5 goals. What on earth was that, man? $1 million a year for him. Five goals, 10 lines. What can you do, really? Mark for the Saints. I wonder what they're going to do here. Absolutely nothing. Post for the Saints. Just cutting over to that lady just suffering in the crowd. Flippin' heck. You'd hate to be on camera when your sports team's losing. Bit of a bad kick. Could have been a Carlton inside 50 if he kicked it a bit higher. I think that's a small plane. Is that a chopper? I don't think it's a chopper. Some kind of aircraft has flown over my home. Out of bounds. What's funny is it's only 16 scores to 20. But one team has got a lot more goals. So 9 points down, just like last year against Melbourne, except known as. Yeah, that's actually a significant difference. And also Melbourne last year were just like, what? I don't know what they were doing last year, but it was nothing good. Kind of hoping for a goal now though, because I need the toilet. I don't want to miss anything. It's fine. Saints have possession. They won't score. I'll be right back. Wow, that's hilarious. I walk in the room. The moment I walked back into the room, Carlton scored. It scored a goal. I'm just like Saints have possession. They won't score. I'll be right back. I'll come back to Carlton get a goal. I wasn't even gone that long. Flippin' heck. Who the Saints even got last 2 games? I don't think they'll make it anyway, but you never know. Carlton could lose too. They got Richmond. Oh, they got Richmond. And then they got Gold Coast at Marvel. Where's the Richmond game? That's the MCG. I mean, they definitely could have had worse fixtures than that, so just got to try and win both and see what happens. See, the Giants have got West Coast at home, and then Adelaide away. Yeah. Oh, they're knowing the Giants don't lose to West Coast and beat Adelaide. Also, Adelaide were horrible yesterday, so probably a game they didn't fancy themselves in. What on earth was that kick, bro? Flippin' heck. What on earth was that kick? That might have been the worst set shot of the night. What the flip was that? That just sums up the Saints, to be honest. It just sums up the Saints. Blues are just, putting pressure on well. Saints not doing, just getting caught out. Exactly 10 minutes on the clock. Bad kick from Walsh there. Behind for the Blues. And a J-Dog. What do I think about Kobe McDonald? What about him? Silvani, is that a mark? Is that paid? It's paid the other way. Yeah, I get why the mark is not paid there. I just find it funny they ended up being yeah. I know it's just a ball up, okay. Oh, they're giving a goal to the Saints there. Any review for that one? Might have been close. Even Carlton thinks, oh, I'll be right back, I got a phone call. Sorry about that. My phone was charging in the back, I had to go and get it. Brody Kemp hits it behind. There's two footballs on the field. Did the umpires notice that? There's good play from Carlton, and there's a mark inside 50. Could be 46 points in a second. Thank you, Luke. Appreciate it. Goal for the Blues. This has been a very, very bad day for the Saints. This result also confirms the top 9 all making finals. Of course, Carlton pretty much confirmed, not officially confirmed yet, but they should have enough. But you never know, you know, if Carlton lose their last 2 games and the Saints win their last 2, the Saints' last 2 fixtures are winnable, so you never know. What I made of the game tonight? Yeah, Carlton have just been good and the Saints haven't. Saints got a lucky first quarter. They started well and then they got the injuries and just derailed their momentum and just deflated them completely. But yeah, Blues have just been better the whole game, basically. Yeah, I think he'll get the Carlton job, yeah. He's done well enough for it. Mitch Owens. Goal for the Saints. Excuse me. Thank you, Ethan. You're speaking for you as a Carlton supporter. Saints just can't always rely on Naz, what they always do. Indeed. Goal for the Blues. 100 points. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Where do you think he will go in 2028? Or before 2028? Excuse me. Another behind for the Saints. Saints can't even average 2 goals a quarter. Max Hall, goal. Be right back. Sorry, just got a knock at the door. Apologies for that. Go for the Blues. There's a siren. Well, that is all. Just a bad day for the Saints, and it looks like finals are a lock. As Mars said, Jenny from top 8 to top 10 has not made the last few rounds more exciting, but we shall see. There we go. Ironically, if Saints win the last 2 games and Carlton lose the last 2, like, Saints could leapfrog Carlton, but it's very, very unlikely. All the Blues have got to do is beat the Bulldogs next week. But if they don't beat the Bulldogs, they've got to play Freo last game. But Freo will be guaranteed first by that point, so... But yeah, there you go. I will be back Friday morning for me, for that game, and then Hawthorn Collingwood Saturday. And then there's another game Saturday night as well. And then hopefully 4 streams on round 24, because there's a Sunday night game. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and goodbye.